For the longest time, I didn't know how to talk about my business. I had good visuals, great service, solid design, but my audience just didn't always get it. It wasn't until I sat down and asked myself, how do I actually want people to feel when they read my post or interact with my brand, that things started to click. So, hi, I'm Tiffany, owner and designer at IPS Graphics, where we turned ideas into identity. It's fall time. The weather is beautiful, and it's honestly the best time to reflect and get ready for the upcoming chaos of the holidays. So around this time, people are trying to boost their sales because of the holiday frenzy. So before you go out and market this season, let's talk about your brand voice and brand tone. What is brand voice and what is brand tone? Before we go and market a product or service, we should really talk about our tone and voice as a business. So what's the difference? Brand voice is your brand's personality, just like a person's voice. You know, like how I'm talking to you, like it doesn't change. It doesn't change much from day to day, right? So some people are naturally more energetic when they talk. Others are more authoritative and laid back. So brand tone is how you speak in different situations in branding. A brand can have different tones. So how does your brand sound when it's talking about diversity and inclusion? How does it sound when it's talking about healthcare? So your voice is the consistent personality of the brand. Your tone is the same voice, but adjusted for different moments, different situations. Got it? Okay, dope. So let's explore how you as a brand owner can start understanding and developing your brand voice and tone more deeply, especially for your audiences, to help them connect with you as a brand. So, number 1, ask yourself identity questions. What do I want my audience to feel when they interact with my brand? What kind of energy do I want to bring into the space? Calm, bold, empowering, creative, educational. I find narrowing it down to 3 or 4 words that describe my brand helps me and my clients really grasp the full voice of the brand. So like any more than 5 or like more, it starts to get confusing again, and we're just right back where we started. So the point is to narrow down and focus on how you and others already see the brand, and also how you want to see it. So number 2, pick number 3, my lord. Sorry. Pick number 3, my lord. Do your captions, website, copy, or messages, do they sound like you? Do they feel consistent? Are you showing confidence, clarity, and warmth? Or is it just too stiff, too formal, too corporate? You'll be surprised how your voice is already showing through. Like sometimes we just need to bring that authentic part out more. But a lot of times it's already there. You just kind of have to reread it and reanalyze it. So that brings me to my next point. 3, test different tones. Try writing one message 3 different ways. So like alternate between corporate, friendly, educational, and then bold and unfiltered. And then see which tone really feels most like you and what aligns best with your brand. And pay attention to what kind of responses you get back from your ideal audience, which is a whole nother thing. I always start with tone and voice, however, when working with my clients to begin with, because before I learn who their audience is and who their competitors are, I want to know who they are. It's one thing to tell your designer what you want created, but if there's no foundation, it's hard to move forward creating for a business, because there's no voice or tone to build from. So before you can fully understand your ideal audience, you have to know who you are first. And that way you're aware of how you speak to that audience and how you appeal to them in your authentic way. Because I don't know if you ever heard that saying where, when you fall in love, you should know yourself first before you fall in love. It's kind of that same concept, but with branding. So, number 4, refine through feedback. So notice how people respond to your posts or emails. When do they comment? share or DM you. That's often a clue that you've hit the right tone. When people start to engage with you, it means you've connected with them in a real way, enough that they wanted to respond. And honestly, both good and bad responses are part of the process of growing your brand. It won't resonate with everyone, and that's okay. You just got to continue to like kind of push that brand voice through so that the right people are attracted to your brand. Because I remember when I was starting out building my own brand and branding for others, I found it fascinating how each person and each brand had its own voice and tone. And I really enjoy seeing that development. And one of the most helpful tools I use for this process in the beginning is through mood boarding. I said mood boarding. As a designer, I use mood boards as a simple collage where you can put together colors and snippets, images, fabric, anything that helps really capture a creative concept. And I always start my clients on a creative direction because many times they don't yet know how to express their brand voice. So mood boarding is something that's been incredibly helpful, and anyone can do it. It taps into that feel your brand more than words ever could. So if you're interested in mood boarding, leave a comment below and let me know what questions you have about brand voice and tone. And if you would like to know a little bit more about mood boarding, which I planned on creating a video around mood boards anyways. But to do that, I'd love for you to become part of the IPS community. I'm hoping to grow this community more, where we focus on more authentic design together. And, remember, your brand voice and tone aren't something you create overnight. They evolve as you grow. They get clear about who you are as a brand. And the key is to stay authentic and stay consistent and make sure your message feels consistent, because when your tone matches your brand identity, people start to feel your brand, not just see it. That's all for today. I hope you have a great rest of your day, week, and month. I wish you well, and I haven't came up with a YouTube ending yet, so you're just gonna get a God bless you. And if no one has told you today, I love you. How's that? Does that work?